I will give you a link to the drive.
What?
I'll give you a link to the drive.
Can they read?
Yes.
For the non-advisors.
Yes, but there will be advantages benefited from it because they were giving books related to
want to be regulating those kind of entities. So in terms of framework, I can say we have framework. SEC has robust framework to regulate all these kind of investment proposals. And the one other thing that we're doing is to even create this kind of awareness. And that is why this kind of collaboration with skill is very important for us as SEC. So it's really very good, and it's something that we think we can continue to collaborate in that regard.
As a child, you change your life. When you educate a community, you change where every Muslim child has equal voting access, not only to education, but equipped with dignity, values, and power to transform your society. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Mariam Sani, and with me is Bello Abdullah. We are representatives from Entity Initiative. And now, this speech will revolve around
to recording any materials, like we record a lot of digital tools that report what they were doing and how they put the individuals on each project.
Alright, how your impact?
We measure our impact. We have a specific
It's in line with whatever it is you're doing, and it actually has an online platform. So I would recommend that you seek partnership and support from LinkedIn. I think it will go a long way.
Thank you.
Presentation. I see you are partnering with 3M.
Yes. The speed internet and laptops inventories are all kind. As I'm talking to you here, you find skills to our long-term issues to train our 10,000 evangelists in the next 5 years. Then we take to sustain more of this vision, share their experience, educate others, don't make them see that these advisors are actually people, when given the opportunity, so our impact will just be like a decoder. So in each advisory center, what we tend to do is once we drop it there, it will just be like
one of the questions is the platform you have, is it online?
Okay, presently is our space. So due to the fact that time was running, how I intend to sustain this?
And come to the capital market to raise fund. For instance, we have a regulation on crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is a regulation that will enable small businesses, as you mentioned, those that doesn't have the muscle or financial muscle to come to the market to raise money. They can be able to come through the crowdfunding platform which SEC has already approved. And we are encouraging a lot of interested parties to come to SEC and get registration of that crowdfunding platform. So through the platform, all these small businesses, small-scale businesses can be able to leverage and raise money from the public market. And that is really one of the areas that we are focusing on. Again, you have both the conventional entities and then, of course, those that are offering ethical investment or Sharia-compliant investment to come and leverage on the regulation that we have put in place to raise funding from the Nigerian capital market. Thank you so much. Thank you. My name is Abdulkadir Abbas. I'm a director with the SEC. SEC. SC, yes, Securities and Exchange Commission. I don't...
Afternoon. Okay, my name is Ummahani Amin. I'm the chairman for African International Conference for Islamic Finance, and we do this as a prelude to the International Conference for Islamic Finance, to help others as part of our corporate social responsibility, to help youth and entrepreneurs be able to get some funding from us, 5 million naira for startups. So that's why we're here today, to encourage them to participate in the pitch competition. Pitch competition has been, we have our panel of judges. We've been doing this for the last 6 months, trying to take out who would be the best amongst the about 200 participants, and that's why we got 20 people, 10 for social impact and 10 for halal fintech, and that's why you have 20 people pitching for this 5 million naira funding as part of our events for the African International Conference for Islamic Finance, which will come up in November 4th and 5th in Lagos at the Eco Hotel. Thank you.
Now, thank you, Now, your body, how was it established? How was this body established in the first place?
Okay, ICIF was established in 2013. Just for Islamic finance to propel in Nigeria. We were one of the first entrants of Islamic finance. We started with development, research, and training. So from the training, we now escalated it to conference, which started in 2013 as the first African International Conference for Islamic Finance in Nigeria and Africa. And so far, we've done a lot of trainings in and outside Nigeria. We've done a lot of consultancy for Sharia-compliant banks and other financial institutions. And we have kept on it for the past 13, 14 years. We do the African International Conference for Islamic Finance for every 2 years, and this is the 7th. And this pitch competition is a prelude to the conference. Thank you. Thank you. My name is Ummahani Amin.
Then our ask, we are not only asking for you to fund us, we are asking for mentorship, support, and also advice.
Thank you.
Two important aspects from our mission, which is the coordination and extramural classes. Coordination.
Hello, my name is N5m, and I'm the Managing Director of the Metropolitan Skills Limited and the Conference Coordinator for the 7th African International Conference on Islamic Finance, AICIF.
Tell us those who have made their pitches today. I don't know how to say those people who are getting to make their pitches. Many of them are getting to do what have they said they are about to do.
Okay, so to start with, the whole idea behind this pitch competition was to bring innovators in the halal tech space and the non-profit social impact space, and this is what we have here today. So from the inception of this, we've had over 200 applicants, who applied to pitch in this competition, and it's a thing that gives hope and joy to see people looking to do beyond just the numbers, looking to do something that is ethical, looking to do something that is inclusive and that is forward thinking, to see young minds come together to find the problem and to find the solution. Today now we have, from that number that I listed before, we have the organizing committee and the panel of judges have trimmed down the numbers to the finalists that we have here presenting, 10 on the halal tech space and 10 on the non-interest social impact space. At the end of today, we will have two winners, one from each category, to go home with each a 5 million naira grant to scale up their businesses.
Okay, so how do you get your funds? How do you get funds to take care of this?
Okay, so AICIF is a platform on its own that has existed. It's a biennial conference that is in its 14th year, so we're having the 7th one. AICIF is heavily sponsored by players in the field. Yeah, so our monies come from the kinds of sponsorship that we hope that we're giving to these people here today, where we have received from people in the space and now we're also giving back to the space. The non-interest space is Islamic finance space. Yeah.
Now
Okay, well, that's not really accurate because there are also players that are not in the non-interest finance space that are conventional financiers who have also sponsored.
Okay, how are you going to monitor these ones to ensure they use these grants judiciously?
So, well, we don't lose contact with them just after today. We will keep in close contact to see their businesses grow, to see how they scale up from here. We will provide some mentorship, some hand-holding, if you might say, but not to the extent that we're changing or anything their business platforms, but just a check-in to see that everything goes how they have said it will.
Your full name again?
My name is Yinlaye Fayadolo from the Metropolitan Skills Limited.
Through AICIF classes, as well as our vision is to enable equal access to education, especially in Islamic.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Anna Dürkling and I'm the Vice President of Wonder Woman Nigeria.
I know you talked about, I'm so surprised you talked about converting plastics into parts. Tell us about that. Tell us about that principle, that whole idea.
Yes, so we noticed with an ever-growing plastic pollution in the country, we need to find sustainable solutions in order to unclog our waterways and empty the streets up from plastics pollution. And another big problem that we're facing in the country is period poverty. Roughly 37 million Nigerian girls and women suffer from period poverty, which means they don't have adequate access to menstrual products, to the right education, and to the right infrastructure. So a lot of girls do drop out of school on a monthly basis because they cannot afford a pad. They feel embarrassed. There is cultural stigma to it attached as well. So for us, it was a great opportunity to design a project that marries the two problems and find a solution that addresses both. To explain further, we are not using the plastics itself to turn them into pads, but the plastic is recycled by our technical partners, and the proceeds are then used to produce and procure reusable sanitary pads that are then provided for the girls and women in marginalized communities or IDP camps.
So have you tried this somewhere else?
Yes, we're working across 4 states, across 37 communities currently with 42 containers across 4 states, and in the last 3 years we recycled over 20,000 kilogram of plastic waste or other waste that can be recyclable, and targeted over 3,000 girls who were provided with products and over 6,000 who were provided with training on menstrual hygiene and management.
And somebody asked a question, why Nigeria?
We are a Nigerian NGO. I'm the only non-Nigerian as part of the team. So clearly we work in Nigeria, we operate in Nigeria in the different states as I've mentioned. And we're grateful for the support that we have from also some of our international partners in order to expand our reach and reach further communities. But Nigeria is such a large nation, and with an ever-growing population as well, having so many women that are bleeding at one point in their lifetime, this is a problem that needs to be targeted. Anna Dürkling, Vice President, Wonder Woman Nigeria. Yes, please.
All of them that have not gone to school, some eventually start, then due to financial issues, they drop down.